Hello, and welcome to A Pair of Dice Lost podcasting channel. My name is Brendan. My pronouns are he, him, and I will be playing the Overlord, Alistair Upperton.
Hello, my name is Julia, and my pronouns are she, her. I will be playing Eve Sturgeon, the Ogre class.
Hello, my name is Sean. Pronouns are he, him. I'm going to be playing Plink, the mascot.
My name is Jane. My pronouns are they, them, and I will be playing Kit Bootstrap, the orc.
Hi there, my name is Jonathan. My pronouns are they, them, and I will be playing the Outlander, Johan Falk.
And this is Fellowship, Fall of the House of Upperton.
Hey everyone, wanted to give a few quick announcements before we get into the episode proper. Due to the holidays and some scheduling conflicts over the next few months, we've decided to split Fellowship up into 2 seasons. We'll be concluding Season 1 of Fall of the House of Upperton with Episode 11. That should be in 2 weeks. Hopefully once things settle down, we'll get back to Fellowship and have a backlog to finish out the whole campaign. After that, just in time for the holidays, we have a 2-page RPG we played called Sexy Battle Wizards, and once that's done, my hope is to either have another one-shot take its place, or to finally start airing Season 1 of Like a Dragonblooded, our step back into the world of Exalted. Also be sure to listen after the credits for our Session 5 outtakes. On this episode, Kit and Eve talk about kids, Johan mediates a fight, Plink is frightened, and the Orcs are going to war. This is Episode 9, Jackalope Tunnels.
So, the bootstrap train is uncovered, and you all head towards get the engine going, and you all start making it to as close to New York City as you can possibly get to. So we're going to do a long journey. Johan, if you would like to start us off.
Sure. Kit, you have noticed that the bootstrap train is Upperton Black. It's very tasteful. This offends your sensibilities. How do you solve this problem?
First, with a So I think the first thing Kit is going to do is going to go back to that cargo car and root around and see if there is any paint.
There is no paint.
Kit's going to call a meeting. This is very important.
No. Okay.
We have a problem with the train.
Oh no.
Tickets. What is the problem with the train? Please.
It's still Upperton branded. We gotta unbrand it.
Well, how would you like to do that?
We gotta paint it. We don't got no paint.
I have a... Did your moonshine come back after you recovered? Could that moonshine be used to strip paint? And that way... Well, no, you don't have to hit the whole thing. If you hit it in different patches, you can just start stripping it out and, painting by removing paint.
Polka dot train.
So you're creating through destruction.
I think you can strip paint. We did try that once with not so old Ted.
I did. Is this really a? Yes, it's. I thought we wanted to blend in. Will making us more noticeable be a problem?
It's the bootstrap train, Plink, and it's Upperton branded.
No, I know.
We gotta unbranded it.
Okay.
Cause it's wrong.
Didn't he, communicate with us through some weird, steam-powered projection? I think he knows this train is ours.
I don't know. I was being dangled over a giant mechanical spider at the time.
Oh, right.
I want other people to know that it's not. It's too tasteful. It's boring.
Hey, Greta,
it makes me sleepy to think about.
Wait a minute, where's the conductor?
The conductor is sleeping in a lean-to.
Okay. Frida.
Oh, people aren't.
Frida.
Yeah, what can I do for you?
Is there any ketchup on board?
Yeah.
You could paint it with ketchup. Because if it sits out in the sun, it'll stain it. And then it'll be a copper red. Like rust. But not.
Paint stripper and ketchup. I think that'll fix my train problems. Ketchup and paint dinner.
Again, not to be the voice of negativity, but isn't a train's worth of ketchup baking in the hot sun going to smell really bad?
Yes, I don't think that's the best idea.
Well, that's why you hit it with moonshine after.
Wash the ketchup off with the moonshine, Johan.
It's either that or baloney. Look, how long have we known Kit? Long enough to know they ain't letting this go.
I still stuck my teeth in it.
If we use your moonshine to strip the black paint off, then we can have a shiny silver train of freedom.
Johan gets it.
You're not going to stop until we make this your train. So this is going to be your train. If you want it silver chrome, it'll be silver chrome, Kit. It's the bootstrap train.
That's a lot of ketchup. We could trade the ketchup.
No, your moonshine.
I know, but I'm just thinking about the ketchup. Who's eating all our ketchup?
Are we stopping at a town on our way? Are we passing a town?
We can.
We're going to stop and pick up ketchup, aren't we?
No, we're going to stop and pick up paint.
Okay. So you guys stop in the town. It's a small Sherwin-Williams town.
It's like in Grand Theft Auto where you just pull the car into the paint store and all your stars disappear.
Werwin-Shilliams.
So in Werwin-Shilliams, Kit is going to pull out their, what said you were calling it? The Alistair Express or whatever?
Yes.
The Ollie Express card?
So we're in Werwin-Shilliams.
We're in Werwin-Shilliams.
With the Ollie Express.
And I'm going to get green, brown, and orange paint so it matches Kit in the poncho.
Okay.
And then, because the poncho, as I have drawn it, has little triangular stripes on it. Kit is going to just painting over the black with no regard for how the paint is going to really look.
Mm-hmm.
Just in one thick coat. Just start making stripes as you're going to speed paint that train.
Okay. You can spend one use of your precious to buy the paint and everything, and then it will be done.
And I will absolutely rope in the children to help paint stripes because, it's good exercise.
Okay.
Johan will assist by carefully, in his best illuminated manuscript text, painting the Bootstrap Express on the train's tender.
Eva's gonna hop in by collecting local tumbleweeds and using them like sponges and dipping them in like bowls of paint and just chucking them at the train to make like sponge art.
I have an idea for Plink, Sean.
Of course. Let's hear it.
So, you know what you do with puppies?
Pet them?
So you take their paws and you put it in paint, and then you put it up on like
No. Clackety.
yeah, you make little like paw art. We're gonna take Plink, dip him in paint, and just make little armadillo.
Use them like a stamp.
Yeah, use them like a stamp.
That's better than my idea because I was gonna follow one of my bonds with Plink, which is like I like throwing him. So I was just gonna it was either Plink
That's what I was
or
expecting.
tumbleweeds.
Stamp.
On the back of the train.
Stamp.
On the back of the train, I see a little Kilroy, but it's an armadillo, and it's flipping off the person behind the train saying, "Eat shit, Upperton."
I never said that.
This man.
Yeah.
So, then Kit.
My problem is for our overlord.
Okay.
So he's trying to subjugate New York City.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is, he's used to building things for humans in a standardized size. Orcs come in extra large and extra small. And the standard human-sized things are either too small for big orcs, too big for small orcs, and everyone's just all pissed off. And trying to create stuff for big orcs alienates all the small orcs. And trying to create stuff for small orcs will just get broken by the big orcs. And now everyone's extra pissed off because they can't get no stuff. It keeps breaking, but not in the right way.
The eternal struggle.
The eternal struggle of huge ham hands and little tiny sinful.
The duality of orc.
So how does Upperton try to standardize New Orc City versus ham hands and tiny little possum hands?
How does he try to standardize it?
We can't sell them shit. They keep breaking it. Or it's too big for them.
He's going to take it over. He doesn't care. He's trying to get to the heart of ingenuity. This is a takeover. He's not selling. He's coming with an army.
That's fair.
So do we want to maybe... Yep. So I like that idea of that's how the New Orc City looks. I love that, because getting to know how that it looks is going to be super important for next session. So my question is then, so I'm trying to think of something else that would be good.
I have an idea. Building on what Jane said, New Orc City is either built for big orcs or little orcs, and Upperton's robots are all standard size. Mm-hmm. So the little orcs keep scurrying away into holes too small for the robots, and the big orcs, their stuff is too big or too heavy for the robots to move. Right?
Okay.
So, big orcs have, big heavy doors and stuff that are hard for the robots to break down, and the robots can't chase the little orcs into the little orc holes.
And the little orcs keep, breaking down the robots before they can do anything.
Okay.
Is that something you can work with?
Yeah, that's something I can work with. Upperton is in his dirigible, heading over there when he gets a call on his upper horn from... I'm going to keep bringing it back.
Oh.
From General Patton. Sir, we are running into small issues with New Orc City. It is proving to be harder than expected to subjugate the life forms here. Well, I had hoped to actually get a chance to talk to them about how the heart of ingenuity works, but if they're not going to work with you, and they won't work for you, well, and they're not working for, they're not dealing with any of the demands? No, sir. They are completely refusing any, one-time use, AliExpress cards. Unfortunate. That's such a good use of plastic, too.
Why aren't we calling it the Stereo Express? Because AliExpress is actually a copyrighted thing. Whereas
is it really? Is it?
Oh,
yes.
Shit, I thought you guys do. That's why I made the joke.
Yeah, Stereo Express is not.
Oh, okay then. It's not using any Stereo Express cards. Oh dear. Well, you know what they say. You can't make a vegetarian omelet without cracking a few orcs. Send in the killbots. Oh no. And that's how he's going to take care of it. With violence.
I tried to give them $50 gift cards to Orkmart. Or to Upmart.
Yeah, I know it's been 5 minutes since I've said this, but Alistair Upperton sucks.
He is an asshole. He is a right bastard. And I am here to cause problems. That is literally what it tells me to do.
Amazing.
That's fair.
I am going to pitch to Plink.
Oh no, I thought you forgot.
Nope, did not forget. As you all have come to the end of the tracks where that Frida can take you all, the rest of the way is on foot. As you all are... New York City's in the desert, right? Or is it on the plains?
It's a desert.
Desert?
New York's
Okay.
already a desert-dwelling folk.
Okay. As you all have been walking for about a day or so towards New York City, there is something for a moment that blocks out. You all look up and you can see the dirigible of Alistair Upperton is high above you.
Can you spell that?
Dirigible?
Yes.
You can just call it a Zeppelin.
Okay. The Zepperton.
The Zepperton.
The long balloon.
How does Plink deal with this? Do you suggest that the group hide? Do you try to stare at it and face down what wrath might come? Or
I'm 100% in favor of hiding.
okay. The Overlord is more or less, if you attracted his attention, would be on scene. You are the person to notice it, while the group is just kind of
Stomp.
stomp, stomp, stomp. Clang, 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 go the armor.
Plink's gonna like pause, and he's gonna have like a little like shiver go up his spine, and like look up, like look around for any cover.
There's dunes.
Everybody, I don't want to raise an alarm, but we need to hide right now.
Into the dune!
Is Eve going to be okay doing that? Because she's made of slime and getting buried in sand seems like it might be a problem.
You tell me.
We're not actually buried. What we're doing is we're digging out a little alcove in the sand because the dunes are packed.
Oh, okay.
So you're literally just digging a little hole and hiding inside. And if I was going to take damage, what I would do is I would stand in front of everyone and use my Hill's ability to become a slime wall to protect the little ones.
Yay.
Because I would use my slime body to reinforce it.
Okay.
And then I would take a hit to my armor.
Okay. I mean, you don't have to do that right now.
Okay.
So, this does sound like there's going to need to be a roll, though.
Okay.
Who would like to roll to overcome this threat? That would be rolling with courage, I believe, is overcome.
Me, real quick. I might have something clever here.
I'm sorry, overcome is what?
I have, as the Outlander, an ability called Fresh Eyes.
Mm-hmm.
I can look closely at something, and another player can answer a question from the Speak Softly list for me.
Okay.
So, I would like to posit to the group that I can either study the desert and look for any place of cover, or I can study the airship and try to figure out what Alistair's doing.
I personally like the second one.
Would you be alright with that?
Yeah, that's fine. But I assume that you guys are still going to try and go for cover. Does that seem to be the group consensus?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think
So those would be two different roles then.
Okay.
So, who wants to get the cover while that Johan is...
Strong like dragon, smart like wagon.
that is a blood roll.
That is an 8.
Okay?
Nice.
An 8 with an overcome. Okay. On an 8 with an overcome, you do the thing, and but it's only going to be a temporary solution.
Okay.
Or you can pay a price to take a 10 plus on.
So I was wondering if I could use my Hill's ability then to reinforce it.
Is it the one where you protect them?
Yeah. Your people are really welcome statues. You form a living wall between your allies in danger.
Yeah, I'd be okay with that.
Okay. Because that was my plan initially, was I would dig in and hold it up with my gelatinous form.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. And so Johan is now looking at the Zeppelin to find out what's going on?
Yep.
Okay.
Hey! I have rolled a double 2. I have the ability, never tell me the odds. When all of my dice match, I succeed as if I got a 10 plus.
Holy shit.
Nice.
Okay.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I was waiting for this to happen.
I saw those twos and I was like, yes! Yes! No, apparently not.
This is a normal look closely, and in addition, I get the answer from one of the party members. So, Is something hidden or out of place about Alistair's blimp? What looks suspicious?
I mean, the whole fucking blimp looks suspicious, but the thing that specifically looks...
Let me rephrase the question just a tiny bit.
Okay.
Johan is an outlander and doesn't understand anything about this world. What looks familiar to Johan?
The thing that looks most familiar about this is from the, as it's passing over, the thing that is pushing it forward, the little propulsion system, has little trails that look almost like that silver of, that silver of like magical material. Like,
Does it literally have a silver lining?
it literally has a silver lining.
Get out of here.
Silver we've established is a magical material.
That's fair. Tell me about the Zeppelin. How could it hurt me? How could it help me?
How can I kill you? Let's recount the ways.
Okay, let's see. How could it hurt you? It could notice you, and then the Overlord is going to come down.
Okay, but I don't notice any, cannons or,
You absolutely notice cannons and guns lining this thing.
Okay.
It is more or less... I don't want to say that it is a flying fortress yet.
Is it Bowser's Fortress in construction?
It's getting there. There are weapons on it. How can it help you? There are weapons on it.
Oh, okay.
Could be useful. Point them at the wrong thing. Or the right thing, I guess.
So, my next question is, what is it doing? Is it just traveling, or does it look like it's, doing a search pattern or something like that?
It is going straight ahead. It is going straight ahead on the same path that you all are going on.
All right. So, I'm going to ask Sean my speak softly question.
So,
I'm going to tweak this question slightly from what's on the paper. But, so the question on the paper is, what do they want and how can we help them get it? All right? The question I want to ask is, what do they want and how can we beat them to it?
Well, I think we already know that they're going after the Heart of Ingenuity.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. We can beat them to it by...
I have an idea. It's a dumb idea.
It's always the best idea, though.
I mean, it says to any player at the table.
Okay.
Answer,
So, follow my logic here. Hares are really big. Like jackrabbits are like dog size. Jackalopes burrow. We can use jackalope burrows to travel underground to New York City.
So that gives me an idea. You can command lore anything about the orcs. Jackalopes are an orcish creature.
Yes,
right?
yes.
What if jackalopes were like Nisa, but only in the desert? So we can't use this all the time.
I don't know what that means.
Have you ever seen Hilda on Netflix?
Nope.
It's great. You should watch it. It's super wholesome and a lot of fun. You especially would love Hilda. It's basically a small, delightful child discovers, Scandinavian lore.
Oh, yeah, you've told me about this? My problem is my brain, whenever someone's like, hey, you should watch this, I go, yeah, sure, definitely. And it goes and falls out of my brain forever.
Legit.
Unfortunately.
There's jackalope space.
Yeah, there's jackalope space.
Oh, you see, I was thinking you were just going to say, have the tiny orcs have a metro system of jackalope tunnels that they use to get around.
I was expecting to hear that hares in the desert are actually very large mounts that the orcs can call upon because they have a spiritual bond that they use their shaman magic for.
Problem. Kid's not a shaman. That's a special orc thing. It's a thing I can pick up.
Got it.
Oh.
Yeah, orc shaman is a custom.
That's
It's the
amazing.
first one, shaman.
Amazing.
There's a whole list of spells and everything.
Sheriff could be shaman if you spell it bad enough.
That's what your sheriff badge is.
Yeah, the kid's got to actually pick it up is the thing.
Yeah, but that's the big quest that they're on. Alright.
Yeah, jackalope tunnels. Jackalopes are big. Jonesy is huge.
Jonesy is big, yeah.
Jonesy's head is like as big as Peppa.
Alright, let's do it. I'm cool with that.
So, would it be appropriate for while Eve is tunneling down under the dunes, Eve breaks into the Jackalope tunnel network?
Yeah, that's a sentence too.
And once we get into the Jackalope tunnels, Kit's going to take their cowboy hat off, and a small, dynamite, a small jackalope is going to bounce down and just be very happy being in their natural habitat.
Okay. So, you all have successfully avoided the Overlord coming onto the scene. Good job.
Yay!
That would have been very bad. I mean, he'd basically just come in, chew up the scenery, maybe attack someone. And then...
No, Brennan, I'm going to be real with you. I did get a jetpack, and you said there was a blip, and I was like, oh, I could fly up there and just flip him off.
I was going to launch some things. I was just going to throw Karen in there.
I could just
deal with her.
Kick him in the shins.
You totally start attacking him whenever you want.
I know, but that's a bad...
we could all just,
I'm not ready.
Load up onto Eve, and she could just jump us there.
Yeah, and then Plink can get us out of there because I gave him the ability.
Okay. So, that was mine to Plink.
Yeah.
Plink, I believe that you go to Julia.
Alright, the thing I had thought of would require rewinding time a little bit, if that's okay. Because we've established that we're already off the train and walking.
Right, yeah.
Okay. My snag that I think Eve would be instrumental in resolving is Greta, once she got settled in, has become either obsessed with dismantling or upgrading the TICED 209.
That could totally be while you guys are going through. TICED 209 follows you, unless, of course, you tell them not to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, God, all these people are just following us all the time?
Yeah, we just have an entourage now?
Oh,
the children are coming through the desert with you.
We're so noticeable! Oh no!
It's cool. It's cool. They just kind of fold out into elsewhere when it's important. When they're just NPCs that kind of show up in when it's kind of okay to be there or when they're needed. But when the budget hits and the CGI cutscenes happen, they're nowhere to be seen. Unless, of course, they need to be there.
Okay,
you have my sword and my club and my slingshot.
So yeah, you have one of your followers either wants to dismantle the other one because it's an Upperton thing that they don't trust, or they want to make it better, and that risks it becoming more capable of defeating you, which is all at once.
Greta absolutely wants to upgrade it. So I assume that this is while that you guys are traveling through the Jackalope tunnel network. The Jackalopes have taken a small break to rest their haunches.
They've clocked out.
They're getting
like Sunstone's tech.
Yeah.
They're getting themselves a little break, getting some water, and Greta is tinkering with TICED 209. And when you see this happening, what do?
What you doing, Greta?
Oh, well, you see, your friend here, he needs a little bit of a right upgrade. Can't be having him have just a ticket taker. I was thinking about maybe put a sword in his hand or something.
Now that sounds really fantastic, but you know what would be even better?
What?
Could we possibly first upgrade his speech capabilities? So he's not saying tickets and then please at the beginning of every and at the end of every sentence?
Yeah, but, I'm more of a weapons kind of person. I don't know that I can exactly change these things.
Here's another question. Would it be possible, instead of giving him a weapon, giving him a right mighty set of armor or a shield, so he can take a couple of extra hits, or deflect them? See, I'm all for upgrading my greatest rival, because then that just pushes me to be stronger. I don't see this...
TICED 209 looks to you and just goes,
I see this as an act.
Tickets. I must defeat Eve Sturgeon in one-on-one combat, please.
Oh, one day you will. I'm all for for seeing you get stronger, honey. Push me to be better, too. I see this as an absolute win. Greta, what do you need? Let me go see if I can't find you something.
For armor?
Well, what you want? I don't necessarily think a sword's a good idea, because the second that Johan sees that this ticket taker's got another thing of sharp on it, Johan's gonna have an episode and start frothing at the mouth and trying to rip the wires out of this thing. Again. And that old man, he's spry for an old chicken. Understand what I mean?
What if I gave him... What if I gave him a mace? A shield?
Like... Hear me out. Hear me out.
All that I've got is frying pan right
Oh my goodness. Could you maybe put that so that he can't be, like, disabled from the back?
now. Sure, yeah.
That sounds fantastic. What you need for this, honey? What do you need for this, honey?
Just some materials.
Okay, then hang on. Hey, Kit,
Yeah.
can I borrow your children?
Why?
We want to go foraging. We need some materials so we can upgrade the ticket taker. Greta wants to go a little tinkering.
Upgrade with jackalopes?
We need, like, metal. Do you think the children can help you find some, like, rocks or shiny things around here?
Not in jackalope tunnels.
Oh, not in jackalope tunnels.
Jackalopes can't dig through metals.
No,
These
do you
are jackalopes because they got little paws.
Right.
Just little paws.
Okay, there's no, like, tin cans nowhere.
Jackalopes can't eat out of cans. They got paws.
No, like, there's no trash in the tunnel that we can scrap.
Why would jackalopes have trash?
I'm not talking about jackalopes. I'm
But
just
these are
talking...
jackalope tunnels.
We're underground. You know what, Kit? Why don't you go help Ethel with dinner? I'll be right
You're
back.
gonna steal my children.
No, I'm not. I'm not going to touch a child.
Child theft.
You want to talk to me about child theft?
This child was abandoned by his mother.
And the other one?
His mother is right there.
Yeah, but was she going to come along till I convinced her to?
I paid her a lamp.
So you bought a child. So you didn't steal it. You purchased a child with a damaged Tiffany lamp.
Your children, sell them to me.
Yeah.
I would like to form a bond with Kit.
I was actually going to say, I feel like this is you breaking a bond with Kit.
No, I'm going to form a bond with Kit.
Please explain to me how that what sounded like a little fight right there is not you breaking a bond.
Because Eve is understanding what the limitations of their friendship is, and therefore she has a better understanding of how to respect them.
How do you feel about that? Because that felt like...
I did get accused of child theft.
You did get accused of...
You accused me of child theft, and then I just basically explained, wait a minute, hold up, I can't steal what's already been stolen.
So it's totally fine if you guys have, like, a broken bond for a little bit. It just means that there's a moment later on down the game where you guys make up and come to terms.
See, I feel like it's perfect because my bond with Eve is I cannot help but respect Eve. And this is a good miscommunication.
That's fantastic,
Where
alright.
respect gets a little hinky.
Okay. So, I'm gonna just turn and look at Greta and be like, well... Let's just go looking foraging, I guess, because we don't really have a lot of material. You said you need materials for this. Do you need them right now?
Not right now.
Okay, well, we can get them at the next stop. We'll pick them up.
Okay.
We're going to a city.
Yeah, we can pick them up.
I'm gonna go talk to Kit and see what I can do about this, because I think I just, you know what, first I'm gonna let them sleep on it, because I did just accuse them of stealing children. That's pretty, oh Lord.
Alright. So, I think that's a
I
good place
stole them.
to end that scene. That was very good, very traumatic. I enjoyed that from both of you.
Yeah.
Yay.
So, there's one more stop along the long journey, which is Eve to Johan.
So, Steve is very distraught. Because he doesn't understand, like, how to step out of a management role. Because there's nothing for him to manage. And unfortunately for him, there's another strong personality in the party. And the two of them are butting heads for dominance. And Steve is now arguing with Karen over who is going to step up and take control while the main 4 are away. How does Johan mediate this conversation between Karen and the manager?
So, to give you an idea of what's happening, this idea, as soon as you said that, like, I immediately had the conversation kind of pop up into my head. Mm-hmm. It just populated rent-free right in there. Is you guys are walking, and Karen and Steve are bickering back and forth, and they have been since going underground. Maybe they're just not used to being underground. They've reacquainted themselves to the sunlight, and they don't like being in the darkness anymore after being under the smog for years. And you kind of come up, and Karen is just like, Steve, how could you getting us into this trouble again? Look at this, we're back underground. You know, you just can't keep your damn mouth shut now, can you? Now, Karen, that's not fair. I was talking I was running that town as best as I could. Ran it into the damn ground you did. We were fine as a mining town until you took that job from Upperton, and then we had the smog, and then you got the entire town, children included, addicted to cigarettes. Well, I mean, that's how they said that their entire economy worked. Like, it was a cigarette economy. How do you expect me to deal with that? He had a flying Zeppelin. The man commands robots. I have this hat, and I have the gumption to know how to synergize a group of people. You and your synergy.
What seems to be the problem here?
Steve here thinks that he should be in charge of all of the former Upperton employees, like Frida and Greta himself, and the conductor and the security deputy, the ticket deputy. Steve here thinks that because he used to work for Upperton, that he's in charge of that, and he thinks that just because I'm a lady, that I should be the one who's looking out for the children. Never mind that I can't find my children half the time because they're following that Dorito. Because they're following that
tortilla chip?
That tortilla chip in a cowboy hat.
Now, Karen, right?
Yes.
Let me ask you. Have you ever seen Upperton when he doesn't get what he wants?
No.
Let me be perfectly frank. The reason that we didn't find you all in shackles or in a grave was because Steve was smart, quick on his feet, and a good talker. He has decent leadership skills. There's a reason that I singled him out. Alistair Upperton does not take no for an answer for anything. And if you had offered the slightest bit of resistance to his cigarettes or his weird talking hats or any of that, he would have found a solution. And he would have dealt with the problem in his very Upperton way. I've seen the worst of Alistair Upperton, and Steve spared your entire town from it. Yes, the smog was bad. Yes, children were addicted to cigarettes. But you're not dead, and you weren't in shackles. So you got off pretty all right. Alistair was going to get to the object that he was drilling for, whether you like it or not. Steve merely kept you from getting hurt.
So I'm going to say, while that argument is really good, that is definitely a talk sense.
Okay. All right. I have rolled a 6 with my stat. However, I have fool me once, So I can re-roll one of these dice. That is going to turn into a 9.
Okay. On a 7+, they'll do what you ask, but on a 9-, you would owe them a favor or need to basically like give them something to like appease them. So one of the things you can do, I'll let you know, is you can use for talk sense, you can basically use you can use a thing precious to like not owe them a favor. Okay.
I have an idea.
Okay.
This might influence your role play. Can I damage Steve's when you're here, your family stat, to have him back me up? And that be the price that I pay for Karen's cooperation? No is okay.
I'm gonna say no on that. Because she's specifically against Steve.
Right.
Like, she doesn't want to hear any of his smooth talking right now.
Okay.
But she's willing to, like, listen to you, because you're not Steve.
Oh, Steve, that silver-tongued devil.
Fine. I won't cut the argument here, but you owe me for this, Johan.
All right. I understand.
And she will think on what that she wants that favor to be.
Okay.
All right.
She's going to want the rest of your mustache.
No, never.
So.
She's just looming over you with an electric razor in the morning. It's time to pay up, Johan.
As you guys exit the Jackalope tunnels, you come up in the middle, basically in the town square, or what passes for a town square, in New York City. There you can hear the mechanical footsteps of killbots moving throughout, moving far away.
In the distance.
The sound of killbots moving rhythmically in the distance. Like, it's a very, like, it's very much like if, like, 20 feet or so at once were stomping left and then right and then left and then right in perfect autonomous synchronization. And above it all, you can see you get your first real look at the flying form of General Patton with the flaming shield that basically, like, the part that's on fire is like a monocle that's like raised high into the air.
I hate this so much.
Orcs! Lay down your arms or be subject to extermination. This is your one and only chance. Bring us your ingenuity. Lay it before Upperton Corp, and you may be spared. Okay, what do you want to do?
I would like
because after that we're going to cut it.
I would like to use the powered flight of my jetpack.
Yeah.
Jump up into the sky at sort of eye level with General Patton and go, "Can't put my arms down. They're attached. Fuck off."
Oh, man.
Get him, kid!
Thank you all so much for taking the time to enjoy our show. If you enjoyed what you heard, why not give us a like, subscribe to the channel on your podcast app of choice, leave a comment, or even a review. It may be a small thing to you, but it helps us in the continued fight against the algorithm. You can follow us on Twitter at apairofdicelost, on Facebook at apairofdicelost podcasting, and hey, if you like the old-fashioned email, why not send a question into, you guessed it, apairofdicelost@gmail.com. Our theme song for this campaign is Behind the Sword by Alexander Nakarada, copyright 2017 under a Creative Commons license. And for making it this far, I think you and me just had a moment. So let's form a bond so we can both roll with hope.
Okay, that's enough of you all trying to do the Breaking News Network serious face.
You have to understand, you've had me do the wait 10 seconds thing 3 times tonight, and I've been good.
I know.
So sad there's not a mall here that they can walk in.
So,
And I also have to convince them that I'm not trying to fuck their husbands.
Was that a problem we were running
Yes! Because for some goddamn reason, everyone in this game is a monster fucker except for Plink.
I see you over there, Del Toro.
Monster romancer, excuse
Oh
me.
no, there was the one evil guy that was hitting on her, but he but he left.
And it's good to have strong teeth, or you can't bite nobody.
I've known Jane for a long time. They can go on like this forever.
I hate cutting people off, but I'm going to do that right here. So, Belinda.
I used to work for Belinda. She had the tiniest, you have teeny tiny, sinful hands. She had teeny tiny, oh my gosh, what's his name from Kim Possible? The doctor? The green dude that ran with Shigo? She had hands like him. They were just tiny little, mitt claws. Sorry.
And drywall punching.
Hold on. Wait. Are those actual things in this game, or
No, those are Kyle cliches because the Kyle meme.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This is what I get for being old.
Yeah.
What is this game and world that we are?
We're just kind of flying by the seat of our pants over here.
Sean, this is a serious game.
I think you might be lying to me.
This is a serious game, and I really need you to bring your serious face when you become the shape-shifting magical armadillo mascot that's going to lead the slime girl, the Dorito with legs and a cowboy and a sheriff's badge, and the medieval lancer mercenary.
Got it. All right.
To save the world.
Actually, swordsman.
Swordsman.
Lance.
Sorry,
Swordsman.
I apologize.
It's okay, baby. I got you.
This is a serious.
There you go.
Hold my feather.
Baby, I got your feather.
This is
It's alright, we need Johan's delicate fingers for this one.
This is now the serious Plink for you.
Okay.
Sort of like magic fiber optic cable.
I like that. I don't like it when fiber optic cable leaks. That's a problem.
You can't let all the optic out.
Yeah.
But,
Someone spell Phoenix for me, because I always spell it wrong.
It's faux Enix.
Thank you.
F-E-N-I-X. Phoenix.
I love you so much.
Oh no, F-E-E-N-I-X.
See, F-E-N-I-X
Not
is one of my
N-Y.
favorite luchadors.
Ah.
Yeah.
He's an AEW. Good job.
Hold on. Go, General Patton. I must go argue about NFTs on Twitter.
See, I was half expecting the robot's eyes were gonna flash and it was just gonna go, tickets, please.
Listen,
Robot's eyes are
I...
going to flash and just start asking for bitcoins.
It only takes
Please,
Lindsay Lohan
space.
for soda NFTs.
Alright. So, I feel like you need a villain. One of the new generals, when that comes around, with a special ability or name related to the blockchain.
Oh.
I'll have to...
Legally distinct Elon Musk. Damn it!
He promised his girlfriend she'd take her to space, and that's why she broke up with him.
No! Jeffrey Bezos! Jeffrey Bezos! I watched that today while finishing Christmas presents. I did finish The Hood for Maury.
Yay!
It only hurt a little bit. Country roads take us home.
Copyright strike.
To the train. The boots up train. Kids the sheriff. Build lean-to in the train. Our train car home.
We could make the train shiny and chrome.
V8.
I have no idea what just happened, but I'm rolling with it.
I guess I should mark that off.
Don't you ever get me started on Muhammad Ali at this point. I've been watching too much fucking Baki.
What?
God damn it.
This is what happens when I stay over at somebody else's house for one night.
I binge anime, and then I started watching.
There's a Muhammad Ali anime?
Well, no. There's an anime called Baki that stars Muhammad Ali Jr., one of the greatest martial artists, because apparently Muhammad Ali, during his great boxing career, was trying to perfect the art of Ali, his own martial arts style.
I think you've just sold Sean on anime as a concept.
Listen here, Tattersail Ham Hands is a gift to this podcast. We're really good.
I love
tonight.
all the sentences that we come up with.
Jackalope Tunnel Network is a good band name, too.
Right?
Right?
See, this entire argument is moot because Gertz outranks both of you.